5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds in the mix. In the mix.
Solo voy a vivir para hacerte feliz, siempre yo te cuidaré. Amanecer junto a ti y verte sonreír como la primera vez. Solo voy a vivir para hacerte feliz, siempre yo te cuidaré. Amanecer junto a ti y verte sonreír como la primera vez.
Lo que tengo para regalarte es una vida llena de amor.
Quizás no tenga ni oro ni diamantes, pero será tuyo mi corazón.
Lo que tengo para regalarte, mi alma y todo mi valor.
Una más yo no podría comprarte, pero nunca te faltará el amor. Baby. Y no dudes en mi amor. Solo para
Hello, 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 and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to El Show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla, right here on In the Mix Radio. That's right, we are live right here in New York City. It is another Wednesday, and you know what we say here on Wednesdays, right? That's right, get ready. Happy Hump Day, baby! Faltan solamente 2 días más para que el fin de semana llegue aquí a disfrutar contigo. Tú allá, yo acá. Pero vamos a disfrutar y vamos a seguir este día tan maravilloso porque tenemos una lista de gente aquí listos para comenzar esta noche. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. You Already Know, the one and the only José Loco Rivera. Give it up to the audience. All right. And then as you see in the middle, we have the lovely Yvette. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Yvette. And then we have the ever so opinionated.
Why I gotta be opinionated though?
The lovely Mo.
What's happening? And Eric didn't say hump day in Spanish.
What didn't I say in Spanish?
You did not say hump day in Spanish.
Feliz día jorobado.
No, that's
Yeah.
not how you say it.
That's actually the proper
no,
word.
it's not.
Oh no, oh that's right. Wait a minute.
You're
let me
saying it's the wrong
say
content.
espérate. Time out. Un momento. I gotta say it in the words that Mo wants me to say it in.
The right way.
No, that's not the right way.
Yes, it is.
It's the Mo way.
It's the right. Well, then
Feliz
it's the right way.
Hompeado día.
No, you still said it wrong. It's feliz día de hompear.
See,
Okay.
you see what I'm
The
saying?
way is the right way.
Feliz día de hompear.
So how's everybody doing?
Good, good.
Great.
All right. So we have Jose, we have Mo, and then we also have Yvette. Check it out. So Yvette, tell us a little bit about yourself.
We're starting with me. Nice.
Yeah, we gotta start you off.
Well, I'm going to start off with saying that I'm a survivor.
There you go.
Breast
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm a mom, a wife, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's not it. You're a strong woman.
That's true.
You
That's
are
what I'm saying.
the epitome of owning it.
That is, I am owning it. Yes.
Mira, real quickly, saluditos para Blanca y también para Aníbal Flores, que nos está viendo directamente desde la Isla del Encanto de Puerto Rico.
Nice,
All right.
nice. Hello.
So, all right. And, you know, obviously being a survivor is more than, that's just it. You know what I mean? Right, Jose?
I'm just honored and privileged to be sitting next to Yvette. As you know, I said earlier before the show started, her husband and I are Facebook friends. Ironically, we're sitting here. This is by the blessing of God first and foremost.
That's
And,
right. Amen.
For us to be actually sitting here, you know, I was contemplating, and I'm just saying this because I speak truth always. I don't, you know, fabricate anything. I've been wanting, and you know, out of respect, I haven't reached out to you yet because I know all the events just happened. But I was gonna reach out to you to speak about, you know, you being a part of our relay coming up for 2020
In June.
Because yes,
Nice.
and you're such an inspirational being, because that's what you are. You represent exactly what the American Cancer Society stands for. You know, your fight and the way your husband supports you. It's phenomenal. This is the message we try to pass on to everyone in the community. You know, a lot of our people who are Black, Hispanic, are underprivileged due to marginalization, and we don't get the information we're supposed to.
Right.
You know, versus where I was talking about poverty-stricken areas where we don't get the information, we lack the resources, versus Westchester County, Orange County, or anywhere else that's affluent. versus, you know, our hot spots, as they say.
Yeah.
So, having said that, you know, it's a blessing to be sitting here next to you, and your husband speaks highly of you and how you're his hero, you know, and you're not just his hero. You're very much millions and millions of people who look up to you.
Absolutely.
And I'm just the voice to extend their thank yous to you and your husband.
I'm honored.
And
Thank you.
like I said, it's an honor and privilege to be sitting here next to you.
Thank
You
so
for having
much.
me here, sitting next to her, Eric.
No, thank you for actually coming by and being a part of this panel here.
Thank
You know,
you.
because that's the reason why I invited you through, because of the position that you hold at the Relay for Life. You know what I mean? And having someone as, you know, a survivor first and foremost, and very inspirational as Yvette is to many others around the world, and here within our, you know, area, you know, in the tri-state area. You know, so thank you also for stopping by.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No, it's a thank you. You don't thank me, I thank you.
Yeah.
You know, Mo.
Yeah, so Eric hit me up, right? I've been doing this with Eric for what, like 3 weeks now?
Yes, it
3,
is.
4 weeks now. And he's like, so what's next? And I said, there's a girl. There's a man, actually, that I follow. I wasn't following you. I was following him. And I'm like,
You got to be careful. She follows him.
I follow
I trust her.
I know what he had for breakfast this morning. So, you know, and he goes, what's next? And I'm like, well, there's a girl, and it's her husband that I follow. And it's like, I'm so intrigued because I see the way he supports her and how she's going through breast cancer. And Eric goes, well, why her? Why her journey with breast cancer?
Yeah, not why her breast.
Not why your breast?
You know
Why
what I
your
mean?
booty?
Yeah, I asked why.
You
Why?
know what I'm saying?
But,
Mira, her husband's here, man. I swear to you, I didn't say that, man.
Yes, he did.
so then I said, you know why, Eric? Because she's Cardi being her way through this whole breast cancer journey, and he's still quiet. And I said, I don't mean that she's being vulgar, and I don't mean that she's constantly saying suck this, do that.
Oh,
It's
I may say
because
that.
Oh, you
well,
do.
it's because she's owning it. It's like, yo, I'm Yvette. I'm here. I have this breast cancer. I'm handling it. And like, love it or not, this is what you got, and this is what it is. And yo, I got this. And it's like, okay, like that. She got it. Like, it's incredible.
And thus, here she is,
I
live
know.
and in living color.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
right.
Absolutely.
So now, we're gonna be moving on with topics that you're gonna be partaking in.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna be talking a little bit more about you and the inspiration that you are for many around. Okay.
Okay.
So on that note, we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. You know, we'll be coming back with you know, a little music video. That's our little break that we're going to. Oh, so very unprofessional.
Stop being unprofessional, yo. Yo, what's poppin'?
Rising high in the morning and the night, feeling low, never knowing where you'll fall, hypnotized
I mean, I wasn't trying to say that.
You weren't trying to say that while the mic was all live.
Right.
Drop his mic. He was trying to drop phone. That's it. Drop phone.
So not the mic drop, it's phone drop.
Boom.
I'm done.
Ay, ay,
Where's the
ay.
exit?
There you go. Ay, Dios mío. Oh man, that's
And
funny.
then she looked at me like really serious, like.
Look, you like our stupidity?
I actually love it.
Stupidity will always prevail. I'm sorry.
Big saludito goes to Yadi, who's watching. Yvette Crespo, no relationship to Elvis Crespo. Sandy, who's also watching somewhere in New York City. Saluditos and welcome to El Show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla, where we have our special guests, Yvette and Mr. You Already Know. Straight up, it's all one word, no period in between, Mr. Jose Rivera. And as you can see, the ever self-opinionated Mo.
That'd be her.
That'd be her. Our very own Elvira.
Hey!
Look at that. ¿Qué pasó?
Elvira's beautiful, girl.
Damn.
She's creepy.
No, she's actually
she's
pretty
not.
hot.
Yeah, she
you
really
think so?
is. Yeah.
What?
See? And why does she have to take it the wrong way?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you should consider that for Halloween. She's a hit every year.
Every
She's
year.
flawless.
Yeah, she really is.
And I've been a lot of things for Halloween.
Just not
Except-
Elvira.
Just not. Yeah, I've been Selena. I've been
Oh.
Amy Winehouse. I've been Princess
Flashdance.
Leia.
Wait.
Flash
When
dance.
you was Amy Winehouse.
I was Amy Winehouse.
Wait.
Ya viene,
I wanna
ya
make sure.
viene.
You had little bottles in your hair and all that, or
No, I did the big thing, and I put fake tattoos.
oh, okay.
And I walked around with I don't smoke. Smoking is bad. But I walked around with a cigarette in my ear.
Okay.
I did the winged eyeliner.
Oh, so you went all out.
No, when I invest in a costume, I invest. Like Princess Leia, I did Princess Leia. Selena, I hunted
You
somebody
did the
down.
buns?
I had the 2 ginormous buns.
Stop playing.
I
I'm
never
gonna
seen that
show you
picture.
later.
I never even seen that picture.
Yeah, I did that. When I did Selena, I actually hired somebody to do the purple costume, like to the T.
Oh wow.
So let me ask you a question. What happened to all these costumes?
They're in a box in my house.
Oh good, you still have them.
Yeah, I still have them. You because you didn't see Wonder Woman.
What?
Wonder Woman. Yeah, you didn't see Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was the
She
best.
did the flash dance.
I did Flashdance also. Not
That's-
Jennifer
Wait.
Lopez. I did
The
Jessica Biel.
original.
Yeah.
The original.
You had the
Jessica
bucket
Biel.
and the water and all.
No.
She was
Oh.
walking
Damn.
with it. She was walking with it. She was walking with it.
I'm not that gangster. Not that gangster. No, but I did it leg
But
warmers.
she
with
actually
some shirt.
pulled it off. That I could
Yeah.
say that she pulled off.
Nice.
And that's what's up.
Yeah, I love the Halloween is my favorite holiday. Like y'all can have Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, but yeah, Cupid is stupid. But
Stupid.
give me Halloween. Like what? Yes.
So do you want to reveal to us what it is that you're going to be wearing this year?
I don't have a costume this year.
You have one now.
There you go,
I
Elvira.
don't want to be Elvira. Everybody's Elvira.
No, not every.
Oh, not like
And
you.
if they are, they're not gonna make it happen the way you. I'm sure you're gonna make it happen.
That's right.
I don't know.
See?
I
Telling
don't
you.
know.
Moment.
I was looking for a Luke Cage. I want to be Jessica Jones.
Oh, okay.
I need a Luke Cage. I need a nice piece of hot chocolate, tall, muscular, with a cute goatee and a bald head. I need me a Luke Cage.
Why are you looking at me? I don't fit any of those stats.
What?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then moving on along.
Moving on.
So what do we got going on topic wise?
All right. So here we go. I am kind of annoyed at the fact that people are downplaying the whole situation with the Joker stairs. This is bothering me.
With
Like
the
big
Joker
time.
stairs.
The Joker
The
stairs.
one that's in the Bronx.
The one that's in the Bronx on Shakespeare.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because people are in the movie. It was depicted as 1980. 1980. We already know in the Bronx it looked horrible. Everything was horrible. People are losing their mind because now it's a tourist attraction. Why not be a tourist attraction? Why not have people come from all parts and come, hey, if you're going to be there, you're going to get a slice of pizza. You're going to buy something in the local bodega. Shit, you might even hit the liquor store. Sorry. You might even hit the liquor store and buy a bottle of something, which is generating business, no? To that area, the Fordham area of the Bronx, the west, the north, what is it?
That's
the
the
northwest
West.
Bronx?
That's the West Bronx.
The West Bronx, the High Bridge area of the Bronx. Why not? I'm looking at what's her face, Crazy Face, the council chick, Alexandria,
Yeah.
crazy in the face over there. She's losing her mind. Oh, they're taking
Alexandria, she meant that all in the cariñoso way.
Oh, okay, I guess. Anyway, so she's talking about they're taking this from us. No, Mama, they're not picking up the stairs and taking it from us. They're generating business for all the local businesses. No?
Yeah. Big shout out goes to Mr. USMC and FDNY, Mr. Richard Batista, who actually happens to be living by that area. Those famous Joker stairs over by Shakespeare.
Okay, so how does he feel? Can he call in and
Well,
let us know?
Actually, yeah, he can. Rich, you know the number here at the studio, 914-968-6499. Y para aquellos que no entienden el inglés, 914-968-6499. Llámanos ahora mismo. Go, Rich, call us up right now. Hurry up.
I mean, you guys are Bronxites, no?
Right.
So how do you feel?
I actually work right by those stairs, and I see them like basically every day. And to be honest, years ago, my friends and I used to run up and down those stairs playing manhunt and all. If you know what manhunt is, and to run up those stairs and run down, that was a real manhunt. So when I saw those stairs
there we
get
go,
posted, I'm like, no.
Hold on. We got Rich on the line. Yo, Rich, talk to me, Papa.
You call, you rang, I'm here.
Well, I threw out the bat signal, and that's why I figured you come answering.
Respond, and I responded right away.
There you go,
How's everybody
brother.
doing out there?
Hanging out good, man. We got Yvette
Okay,
here on the
good.
panel, as you could see. Mr. You already know, Jose Rivera. And the future Halloween costume of Elvira Mo.
Hi.
Well, all right. Well, shout out to all your guests, especially the one there in the middle. She and I also have something else in common. I too am a cancer survivor, which you know.
My
Yes.
brother.
And
Congratulations.
and thank you. So just wish you the best moving forward.
Thank you.
But in terms of that Joker staircase, it's getting crazy, a little crazy now. Every day I pass by, it's packed with people, tourists and stuff. But like Mo says, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, I think they're generating money for the area. People are shopping in the stores, even if they go buy a Pepsi across the street in the store, whatever. It's still bringing some money to the business. So that's my opinion.
Because we already know that, well, at least I know that you took a picture of yourself on them stairs.
Right. You saw the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that was missing was you in the Joker costume, you know?
Who knows? Maybe for Halloween. I don't know.
Vamos a ver, Halloween ya está aquí alrededor de la esquina, bro.
And just to chime in and piggyback on both what Mo said and Rich, in actuality, that district there needs to be uplifted. It needs to be,
It needed to be uplifted
because
yesterday.
it's disgusting. It's disgusting with the graffiti. It's not the artwork that you have on Zariga by the Tats crew or anybody. The graffiti that you have over there is defaming and toying each other out and gang toy.
Yeah.
So the fact that you got Hollywood considering a spot in the Bronx,
But
which
you know
no
what,
one
though?
wants to come to. Let's get that out there.
But hold on a second. Now, here's the thing, though. Hollywood has been targeting the Bronx a bit. Because if you think about it, you had J-Lo's
But that was
movies.
because of Bloomberg, and he brought Hollywood back in. Before that, the permits were too high.
But then you also got to remember, like, what is it? USV, the Law and Order
Order
shows.
Patchy the Bronx.
SVU.
SVU. there you go.
SVU, yeah, all
Yeah,
of
they
them.
do. Yeah, they do.
I got the
The
initials
Poorhouse.
right. I just got them backwards.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about a
dyslexia.
new network or something.
Big shout out goes to Anna Santana, who's also watching.
Hi, Annie.
But yeah, so I mean, going back to the staircase, Rich, go ahead.
No, I just, like I said, I actually got into a little bit of a argument with someone over on Facebook, because this girl was like, "Oh, these white people, they come here to our neighborhood and they want to represent, but meanwhile, they're afraid of coming down here for other things. But now, since the glitz and the glam is coming, now everybody wants to, show off and take their pictures in front of the steps." Which,
you know what you should have hit her with next time if you do speak with her? Tell her, let me tell you of a place called Fox Street and Southern Boulevard. Over there's a wall where they have a bus that comes.
Right.
There's 5 buses that come every day by 11:30, from 8 to 11:30, and they're full of white people.
AM or
these
PM?
white people are
AM or PM?
AM.
Okay.
And they go to Fox Street and they look at the murals that are there. Now, for some reason, these murals are supposed to be representative of the South Bronx. Okay?
Right.
The old culture into the new one. And then the fact that we got the stairs now, you're going to see the correlation when they come to say, you don't just have to see the stairs. You could come see the other side of the Bronx where they have tourists come there as well. Look at the 135th Street area. That's up and coming too. The Bruckner Grill area.
Absolutely.
The Piano District.
Yep.
You can't even get an apartment there anymore.
The lofts are incredible.
Exactly. And there's $5,000 of rent, in which Hollywood is soon to target.
Yeah.
Everywhere that they target, the rent is going up.
We have a movie studio. We have an actual movie studio in the Bronx. The film, not the TV series Pose, is filmed here in the Bronx.
And Vice. Vice as well.
It's in the Bronx. So, like, what's the big deal? You want to go and you want to take a picture on a flight of stairs. What's the problem? People are acting like it's the end of the world. Again, I hear people talking about, oh, well, they're bringing down the Bronx because they're depicting a criminal who went up into his apartment and contemplated crime and this and that. Guess what?
It's the Bronx.
You can get shot at Walmart. You can get shot at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? How many kids that have been put on timeout one too many times don't go and shoot up a Walmart? What's the difference?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's very true. Very true.
No te rías. Before I put you on
It's
timeout.
the Bronx.
We're just talking.
Yo, Jay, check it out. Ten cuidado, ella te va a tirar una chancleta.
The thing is that she's saying is right, but the people are like, oh my God, because there was a time people didn't want to go to Brooklyn. Remember that in the '90s, everybody was scared to go to Brooklyn because of Biggie and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Please. They're only talking about 1 or 2 blocks. That's not the whole entire Brooklyn. You go down to Dumbo right now. I was there yesterday. I don't recognize it. What happened to it? It's all beautified. So what those stairs are going to do is generate another Bloomberg project and Shakespeare, which is only going to bring the value up, and they're going to push our people out.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And there's only going to be X amount of people that are going to be allowed to live in that area that are low income, and the landlords are going to get a tax break for that. Look at all the buildings that are going up. It's not rocket science. I work with mental health. You work with mental health during the day, as well as the American Cancer Society and all. So we work with these people, getting them located into residences. There's a residence on 196th Street. I got a 24-year-old in there. He's looking at Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn because he got a serious mental illness and cancer. All right, medical and all that. But the thing is that when they did Bronx Tale, okay, they put that area off of Fordham in the movie where Robert De Niro and the bus and all that. If you go through there now, you see these new buildings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
They all planned for 5 to 10 years ahead. Let's not get it construed it. Watch that spot right there get beautified within the next year.
But look at Soundview. Look at Soundview. Oh my God, you from Soundview, Pistol Pete, this and that and this. Bro, we got a ferry. We have a ferry.
That's right.
I walk 10 minutes and I get on the ferry and I get to work in 20 minutes and the ride is gorgeous. And they're adding more stops. They're adding Throgs Neck. They're adding City Island. So it's like the Bronx is gonna pop off. And you know what? So everybody who owns a home or whatever the case may be, hold on and watch.
That's right.
Get Rich or Die Trying was filmed in that area.
Oh my God. But yeah, so moving on to the next topic, Mo.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna get a little risque with y'all. A little risque. So I'm good for cursing. I'm vulgar. We get this. We love this. Except for Eric, because he don't like her. But Gina Rodriguez getting her makeup done. She's mouthing the words to Lauryn Hill's Ready or Not.
Oh my
Frontin' niggas be giving me heebie-jeebies. I said it. I'm from Soundview. That's all I say. That's what I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with white niggas. I grew up with black niggas, the Indian nigga up the block. Whatever the case may be, what's the difference between Gina Rodriguez, Cardi B, and myself using the N-word?
What is the difference?
What is the difference? Somebody
Okay,
understand
so
them better say something.
Let me take you down something that I experienced throughout my years coming up. When I was a little kid, walking through certain neighborhoods with my black friends, I got jumped or we got chased because it was not cool to see a black and Puerto Rican still in the late 70s, early 80s. I'm sorry I'm telling my age right there.
All right? right now?
So, you know, over time, black people to each other would call each other nigga, but not nigga, nigger. Do you understand?
Right.
Because this is what
The A and the ER.
their household. Mama, this is getting out of the 50s and 60s.
Right.
Okay? The grandmother would be like, "You little nigga, come here and clean this house.
That's
You
right.
ain't going outside. Or if you out, by the time that light comes on, you little nigga, I'm gonna kill." But as time went on, rap and everybody started making it a term of endearment. That's where it got screwed up. Okay, they try to change everything negative and make it positive. This isn't like the LGBTQ, where it wasn't cool to be gay. Now it's extravagant to be gay. You get what I'm saying? Like the negative connotation, they try to always put a positive twist to have peace and love and all. I understand that. But you can't do that with something that's been a derogatory term for the past 1,000 years.
Okay.
Let's say 1,000 because it's been much longer.
Okay.
And this is all something that came out of the War of the Moors and Sicily and all. Let's keep it 100, okay? They started saying that, you know, we all come from Africa. We all came from them. We all spread it out throughout the land. The further coldest we got, the lighter skin we became. It's common knowledge.
Right.
Okay? Now
Okay.
this whole division thing is only a mindset. And just like any other mindset, barriers get put and negative connotations get placed. Okay? Don't eat pork. Why? Because the pork ran through the land and they got diseases. How do you know? Were you there 2,000 years ago? Did you see this?
Did you give the pig a STD test?
Right. Don't go to Africa. You get AIDS. How do you know? Did you drink the water or something? Did you get AIDS? You know what I'm saying? This is all negative connotation that's trying to be positive. And with the word nigga, it depends who says it.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it is. Because when a black person says it, it's cool. When an Afro Caribbean says it, it's cool. If someone of a lighter skin, it gets risky.
Yeah.
Unless they're accepted by the group. I'm telling you because with me, everybody knows that to know Jose is to love him, and I get along with everyone. And people call me nigga, all kinds of stuff, right? Spick, all that, and I'll be like, yeah, I love you too. And the more people see that it doesn't bother me, they're like, yo, you a cool person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you it doesn't bother me to hear someone else call that, especially females. That is the most biggest turn off the last decade, where I hear these young girls calling another girl nigga. Stop playing, nigga. I'm telling you, yo, bro. Are you identifying yourself as a different gender because that's how you or you just saying it because it's cool? And 95% of the time it's because they want to be cool.
So let me ask you this.
So it's come down from negative to being so cool in a positive way, which is not.
So let me ask you this. We as women, we use bitch elusively.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, your face is beat.
Right.
Because, you know, her and I had an amazing conversation, and
Right.
I bitch, your face was
Right,
beat
right,
on
right,
Sunday.
right.
You know, and for those who don't know, nobody punched her in her face, but her makeup was popping on Sunday. It was amazing. Amazing. Because a lot of people don't know what your face was beat means, you know? So they think that right away somebody punched. No, her face was beat.
Right.
It was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
It was beautiful.
Flawless.
It's funny 'cause that's
Phenomenal.
what she did
That-
say to me.
Exactly,
She really
flawless.
did say that.
Yeah.
She really did say that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said, bitch, your face was beat.
Right.
We spoke over the phone.
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
that's
And
how.
and I took it as a term of endearment because, I mean, that's how, I don't know where, como, like how it got stuck, but that's how we talk. Like,
Right.
bitch this and bitch that.
Yeah,
But
so-
It's a connection, right?
Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to disrespect you
Right,
or,
right.
you know, degrade. No, it's just.
Now
a
watch this.
term
Y'all
of
two talking like that to each other. Now another person that bothers.
How
Will
about
be-
you, Rich? Does
will
that?
be like this.
How do you
Will be
feel
like
about
this.
that?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at how they talk. Look at how these Spanish women talk. Going like this.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
What do you
And
think,
that's
Rich?
where the mindset gets
To
crazy.
answer your question, Eric, I mean, you and I, you know, coming from a Catholic school background,
Yep.
we wasn't
Cardinal
allowed to
Hayes.
say that. You know, so me personally, I still, maybe because I'm a little old school, I cringe a little bit when I hear the word because I'm still, you know, remember how it was used negatively. So for me, even though the kids are using it and it's all good with them, I don't say nothing to them. It's you know, zone. But me personally, I would never use the word. That's just me personally because, you know, I don't want to affect someone negatively, even if I didn't mean to do it. You know,
It's a
So
form
for
of
me,
respect, though, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just not me. It's just not my style. But you know, like I said, to each his own.
That's right. Big shout out goes to Doris, Jean Paul, and Mimi Licious. También, on your behalf, Yasmin RF.
Oh, that's my cousin from Florida, Palm Beach.
Mhm.
She moved there from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
My uncle, who you interviewed,
Uh-huh.
that's his daughter.
Okay.
Gallo, gallo, gallo.
So, yeah, so.
Mo, what's up with the topics? Mo, what's up? You all quiet. What's up? You supposed to rock this.
I'm reading. Sorry.
Because you know what it is reading is frustrating for her right about now.
I thought it was supposed to be fundamental, dude.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
I thought he was going to say that.
That's what I meant to say. I mean, oops, it slipped.
I'm gonna change my name from Mo Spitfire to Mola Maltratada. Porque a mí me tratan, pero de una manera. By the way, if you guys out there don't know, this show is in Spanglish because we do it better in Spanglish.
Exactamente.
Exactly.
Para que tú lo sepas.
Eric likes it in Spanglish. All right, so the main topic at hand. Here we go. Yvette. What Don't
Yes,
make me,
yes.
don't make me put put the spotlight on you, homie. Okay. What led you to believe that you had cancer? What was your first notion? What was the first bow?
Let me
Think I
interject
cancer.
here on that one too, because that's going to be a two-part question. That goes to you and to Rich that's on the phone too. So
Okay.
we'll let you go first, and then we'll get Rich
What
in.
led me to believe that I had cancer?
Yeah, what was wow, damn, I think I have cancer.
I'm gonna take it there. Believe me or not, that night I had a dream that I had a lump in my breast, and then that morning I woke up and I felt the lump in my breast, and I told my husband. I said, "Babe, I found a lump in my breast." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, last night you dream. Sometimes you don't remember your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember lump, breast, and I felt it, and that's when he was like, he called his job. He was like, I'm gonna go in late, and he's like, let's go. And he took me to the doctor, which is right nearby, maybe 5 minutes away from the house.
Okay.
And my doctor, she checked me, and she was like, that you have something there? Yeah, you have something there. But I didn't understand because maybe like a month before that,
Mm-hmm.
I had recently moved from Florida, so I got a physical here in upstate where I live at, and I had my checkup, and she didn't find anything. And then she said, well, how old are you? And I was like, 38. And she was like, oh, you're not due for a mammogram yet. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. And then a few months later, here's this, this dream. And I'm like, though I was feeling a bit uncomfortable, but that's, because I thought I was, us females, we menstruate. So I was on that level, and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's that, until that dream. And I felt it, and I told my husband, and he was like, okay, yeah, let me take you. And that's how we found out.
Okay.
From that point on, it was like appointment after appointment after appointment, like this, like every day.
Okay.
So Robert,
So
what
Richard.
was Robert? I want to know, like, when you first felt that lump, like, what went through your head, because he's here too.
Yeah.
Well, my mother went through cancer. My mother she survived throat cancer.
Okay.
So, to me, while it was kind of alarming, it wasn't something that I was going to make her scared of. I had to let her know that from the beginning she had support. She knew that it was going to be good. It was going to be all right. The first thing I think I told her when we even found out, I told her, listen, whatever it is, we're going to get through it. And when she was diagnosed, I told her that, you know, we would not say that she had cancer. We would say that cancer didn't live in her. We didn't even make it existing. We didn't speak it to existence. And it's been that way ever since.
Yeah. Wow. He actually gave me the news because the doctors, I didn't want them to call me. They called him and told him. So he had to come home and break the news to me and tell me. I knew something was up when he came in through the house with some chocolates and flowers. I knew something was up. He was like, I was like, okay, what's going on here?
You don't do that on the
No,
regular?
he does. But his demeanor, when he walked in, it was just like,
You felt it.
I felt it, his demeanor, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, oh, you gotta work early, and he's like, yeah, you know, how you doing? And he's like, what's your chocolate? Because he knows I love chocolates and flowers, and then he's like, I want to talk to you, and he goes, well,
That's
the
off in the
doctor
blue.
called me, and he was like, but you're gonna be okay, you know, we got this.
All right.
And
Yeah.
that right there is, you know, like I said to you before when I shook your hand and when we first met, you took the appropriate steps that anyone should take
Absolutely.
in the fight. Because the moment a person gets that news, it either makes them or breaks them.
Right.
And that to hear is devastating news. And for them to actually tell you, and then you have to take that in, and then you have to set yourself. And this is my wife. This is my partner. This is my friend. This
That's
is the
my ride or
person-
die.
You know what I'm saying? And I gotta know how to break it to her in a way that is understandable but reassuring.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
And like I said, on behalf of everyone who supports, who's a caregiver, who's a survivor and all, and you know, as the event chair, I want to say that, you know, thank you, because we need more people like you to support their wives the way you have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're a true hero, brother.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Real quickly, saludos para Amarilis and Anthony DBH. So, Rich, go ahead now. Your go.
Really quick, my story is quite different. I had no idea I had thyroid cancer. The way it happened with me was I was complaining to my doctor that I had a stuffy nose. So my doctor at the Bronx VA just said, hey, why don't you go see the ENT specialist? And during his exam, his workup, he just pressed on my neck and he said, wow, you know, you got something there that I'm concerned about. I want to get an MRI. So we did an MRI and a sound test, and then we did one of those where they take a biopsy out, and it came back positive for papillary thyroid cancer. And I was obviously thrown back. I had no idea because I didn't feel sick or I didn't feel anything at all. I was living my life normal. Well, the backstory behind that is that, you know, I'm a New York City fireman that was in the World Trade Center on 9/11. When the South Tower collapsed, I was in the lobby of the North Tower and then spent several subsequent days there. So, you know, I guess this was due to all that, and we found out later on. So it was a big shock to myself and my family, and, you know, but the key, I guess, is when you have a great support system, like you got folks like Robert there that are willing and caring people, it makes the journey a little easier. So fast forward, thankfully for me, I was able to have it surgically removed, and today I'm cancer-free. I did have to do a bout of radiation as well, but other than that, everything went well, and the future seems promising. So the key, I think, to all of this is, and for anyone out there listening, is, you know, get yourself checked out. So, you know, whether it's your breast cancer or whatever, do your screenings that are appropriate for the given time. Don't be ashamed of colonoscopies. Don't be ashamed of any of those sorts of things that you need to do, which are, usually age appropriate. They'll tell you, hey, at 40 you should be doing this, or at 50 you should be doing that. No one's going to know your body better than yourself. So
That's right.
if you're not do it for yourself, then no one else will. So I just happened to be lucky that I walked into a doctor's office that just happened to press on my neck, because at that point, the cancer was starting to spread into my lymph nodes, and from there, it can go systemic. So I was really fortunate, and that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your service, first and foremost. And, like I said to Yvette and her husband, on behalf of the American Cancer Society, we look up to people like yourself and Yvette, because the messages that come with your stories are the true impact on people who are afraid to come out and speak. And it's
Right.
people like you two individuals who are leaders in the community. I know you may not think so, but I'm telling you today, that we've been introduced to each other, you are leaders, because no one will be able to take that step without the support system and you doing it.
Yeah.
So just always know that whenever you post something, there's always one person there looking at you and like, you know what, she's motivating me. He's inspiring me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here next to you. I'm both motivated and inspired.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Me too.
Erick knows. Eric's seen my work with the American Cancer Society, how I bring the community together. But this right here just tells me, man, now I got to do something else. Now I got to target somebody else. Another demographic. Let's go younger. Let's go harder. Let's spread the message. Let's find a way to attract those minds.
That's right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And a
So
way
thank
to
you guys
attract
for
those,
that.
and to try to attract the significant others of those that have been, diagnosed with the cancer.
Correct.
Yeah.
And like you said, all cancers. People think that it's just one cancer. No, it's
There's
all
various-
cancers.
there's various
There's skin
different types.
cancer, there's throat cancer, there's the
thyroid cancer.
Thyroid, and us men, we don't want to get colonoscopies. I mean, recently I just went for one and I had 5 polyps removed. 4 years ago I was good, and now they was like, yo, you got to come back in 5 years. I was like, why 5? And it was like, you just had some polyps removed. Before I was scared to say something like that. Now I go on the air and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm a man. Yo, go check yourself. Go check your testicles, man. Go check your breasts, man.
Yeah.
Go check your throat, man. Go check your brain. My friend Candela, the world renowned.
yeah.
Hey, Bonita
Yes.
Bandera.
Yes.
Worldwide. Look at him.
Yeah.
Right now, he's going through chemo and all that. He
Yeah.
called me the other day. He saw me on Sunday at the beach. Shout out to all the survivors that were there, by the way. I was at a Relay for Life table, but everybody was stopping by. Candela stopped by. He says, yo, Jose. And we spoke for a minute, and I said, when we get the time, I'll call you. You know what I'm saying? We were caught up in craziness, but he was like, yo, it's hard.
I'm gonna try to see if
He's
I
got
call him
brain
up. I gotta
cancer.
call him up and bring him in.
You
I'll
know?
call,
Bless him.
when I call him and bring him in, will you stop by?
Of course.
There it
I'll
is.
come with him because that's what he wants. He wants me to set him up with an interview so he could get his message out, because he was told that he's on terminally ill. When you're told you're terminally ill, just who's telling you? A doctor. Who's your support system? Nobody, because it was him by himself.
Oh my
This is what I'm saying when I look at you and I look at your husband. You guys are a real tag team,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And you did it right. And thank you for intervening.
That's right.
And telling the doctor,
Yeah.
nah, man, And they decided to tell you because it's better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what doctors are doing now. That they're asking, do you have someone, so they could tell them to
Yeah.
possibly work through them.
Yeah.
See now, like a show like today that we're targeting, cancer all in every aspect, right? Right now, watching the show, we have someone by the name of Mimi Licious. All right, she just said, "I never done one, and I should because of my mother."
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
Don't
that's
sleep.
the purpose of the show.
Yes.
Don't
know,
sleep.
You should.
I mean, we're having fun
know
here
what?
and there, but we're targeting the topics of cancer and trying to get everyone to get tested
Yes.
and screened. I mean, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's your health. You're not gonna know that you have it unless you go and get yourself checked.
Let me ask you guys, everyone in this room, and just throw a number quick. What is the life expectancy of a human being? Just say it quick. Throw a number.
95.
Any number.
80.
70.
80. I said 82.
Guess what? As of last year, 16 years old.
No.
Oh, wow.
16.
The numbers have gone up in cancer in the Bronx alone, let alone New York State. Being diagnosed towards the food, the water, everything. The average child is being diagnosed on a daily basis. The numbers were 300 and something 2017. Last year, they went up to 700,000.
Wow.
See, and that's
In New
all
York
the
State
chemicals
alone.
that get put into the food.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
why I say, like, I'm not trying to be funny here, but that's why I say, I'm going to have to relocate to Ecuador, because in Ecuador, they don't do that stuff. It's all fresh food. Like KFC, like in Puerto Rico. The KFC, you eat, if you, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm
No,
being real.
I'm just saying, you just want to play with a chicken. I know. Want to choke a chicken.
Like you see what I'm saying? I can't believe it. But in all reality, the chicken in if you've ever eaten chicken, the KFC chicken in Puerto Rico, and you've tasted the one here, there is a huge difference in taste.
Even the Coca-Cola.
No, I don't drink soda, so
No, but the same difference. I had me chicken out there, like you said,
right.
and I drank Coca-Cola,
Mhm.
and I was like, wait a minute, this is too sugary.
Okay.
It's too much caramel, too much. And then when you come back here, you have there's like a gassy
Right.
in the back of your throat.
Right.
Okay.
The same thing with the chicken.
Mhm.
In China, you have an average of 20 people dying a day from the bird flu.
Wow.
Now, you know we get our chicken from China, right? So every time you go to a Chinese spot, remember that. Okay?
Okay. That's
And
right.
and another thing, when you go to KFC, make sure you pray that it's chicken you're eating.
Yeah.
Haven't you noticed there's no dogs or cats running through the streets like we
Or
used
rats.
to have in the 80s and 90s?
Or the
Especially
rats.
rats.
All the cats are in my house. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she the cat lady.
Cat woman in the house. No,
Yeah,
but
so Mimi
seriously,
Licious,
yeah.
so Mimi Licious says, Rich, you're still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mimi Licious says that her mother had benign breast tumor, and that she just turned 48.
Wow.
Meaning Mimi Licious just turned 48. So
I mean, she should go. She should.
absolutely.
I mean, just for herself, for her, for her.
Has she
For
not
our people.
gone because she's scared?
I,
Because a lot of people won't do things because they're scared of what they might hear.
right.
Yeah, but while you're scared, what do you rather it be to where the point where you can't help yourself, get help for it? I mean, to where it's terminal.
Right.
As to where you can catch it on time and take care of it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A lot of these doctors, oh, you're young, you don't need a mammogram, you're young, you don't need to get tested. No. And this is the message that myself and my husband are trying to put out there. Like, I see girls, I haven't done much research on it because, I got my own things going on, but I see women, these young girls, 20 years old, 19, 16, breast cancer. You know what I'm saying? But you got these doctors telling you, wait until you're 40, you don't got to get checked, it's okay, look at what they did to me. Wait until you're 40. Don't wait until you're 40.
Right.
Don't wait. If you like Miss Mimi, if you have a relative who has some sort of cancer, breast cancer, throat cancer, I mean, whatever, go check yourself, get yourself checked. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait until it's to the point where you can't get help.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what would be cool? If there was a support system where we do nail dates and hair dates. Let's do a mammogram date. Let's get a crew together, do mammograms, and then after the fact, go have wine or go shake our asses to some old school hip hop. I don't know.
You can make an event
I mean,
out of it.
that sounds, yeah.
Why not?
That could be a division of the Relay for Life thingy.
Oh.
So
Listen,
now I know we mentioned this already a little while ago, asking you, but you're gonna be there in June.
Yeah.
For the
Relay.
the Relay for Life
2020.
in the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
Rich, I'm gonna put you on the spot. We're months away. Can we count on you to be there too?
I'm there.
Yeah, just, sign me up. Tell me where I gotta be and what time I gotta be there. I'll be there.
Absolutely. It's usually the first Saturday in June. We're waiting with the Parks Department to tell us which park we're going to have. I want a track. I don't want to do Bay Plaza again.
Okay.
The number one thing, you saw how crowded it was. It was a beautiful relay. The
Yes,
thing
it
is,
was.
it is a relay. Too many people and the kids got so caught into the attraction. We did more
We
than
had-
20 artists.
Yeah.
And we had people from The Voice and all of that,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
We had some celebrities come
Nice.
through. And the thing is that some people were upset. People that have done relay for years. And I had my viejitas come up to me. Mira, muchacho, tú eres nuevo. Te voy a decir, el próximo año, un track. Now this little
Oh,
old
si
lady-
no, yo te
this old
tiro mi
lady screaming at
chancleta,
me.
por favor.
Now I got the
No
regional
me hables
manager.
así.
Like, Tisha's coming up to me. She was like, Jose, why does that lady have her finger in your face? I said, she wants a track. She's like, oh. And then when she saw who it was, because she was seeing her from the back, she was like, oh my gosh, she's been with us for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
She's a survivor, Jose. And then that broke my heart even more. Because this lady stood all the way to 9:30 at night in Bay Plaza from 4 p.m.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Yes, yes, I
Did
remember.
the Luminaires and all.
Yes, yes, I remember.
And at one point, I had to tell everybody, yo, we're doing the Luminaires. We gotta relay. And it was like our own Selma, wasn't it? We all came together, held arms together. And
That's
it was
right.
a
Yes, we
blessing.
did.
A lot of people
Wow.
crying and all. And, of course, Applebee's was the greatest beneficiary because they made thousands that day.
that day.
Wow.
They made thousands and didn't even come to say, hey,
Thank
here's-
you.
Here's
Wow.
a.
They
But you know
could have
what?
donated 10% or something.
But you know what? We'll leave that
No,
to
they,
God.
they didn't even bother giving us a sack of mozzarella sticks, man.
Right, but you know they made money. They
I
made
wish
money.
this was the Boobs and Bottom show. I would have given them an EAD.
I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna ask.
Leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone. Not the time or place.
But I will have you know that overall, those same people that were complaining said that they haven't seen relay that packed in years. Because remember when we took up relay, it was on a you know, less and less people were coming out because they weren't getting the message,
Right.
Or they weren't interested.
As a matter of fact, speaking of which, not this past relay, but the year before, I went as a spectator.
Right.
This past year, I was the MC for it.
Right.
So, for me to be able to gauge the attendance that was there, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It went up.
And it didn't rain. We had a
And
good
that was
relay.
the fear.
Yeah.
That was the fear. And the year before, it was supposed to have rain, and it didn't rain.
Yeah.
So it was the same concept.
Okay, so you didn't get Applebee's, but you got, you know, a beautiful day.
And we
Right.
raised, in 6 months, we were given the task of raising X amount of dollars. First, it went up to 30,000. And we got close. And then they said, wait a minute, you reached your goal. Can you push 50?
Wow.
And I was like, so it was many sleepless nights. And we got to our goal.
Wow.
Okay? And then, you know, we covered the overhead. And then the thing was is that when you're given this task as a first time, and then people were saying, yo, you have to do this. So I built a committee. Because it's about we. It's never about me. You suffer, you suffer, you suffer, you. We all suffered. And let's all pull our resources together. Because one person cannot do everything.
That's right.
And all the Steve Jobs and Donald Trumps and all these people, they all got a team. Don't ever let anyone tell you that they got to where they're going on their own. Because if that was the case, then guess what? All of us will be out of a job.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one person will do everything.
Yeah.
So always keep that in mind that whenever you do something like events, gatherings, fundraisers, or just the holidays, ladies and gentlemen, put the damn phones down when you're with your families.
That's right. You know what? That's another thing. I'm glad you said that. When I have my daughter come over for come over, tell me how homegirl used to. As I say used to, we sit down for dinner, we pray, and we give thanks that we're having the meal that we're having. And after that prayer, at first, she would take that phone that I got her, and she would try to turn on YouTube or whatever to watch her shows or whatever. I said, Mama, you better put that phone down. We here talking, and we're gonna eat, and we're gonna talk. Later for the phone is gonna be there after we eat, and you do your business with your phone. But during our meal, it's me and you, and we talk.
Now let's go back to that statistic.
We have a rule. I'm sorry.
No,
And she's
go
16.
ahead.
And
Go
she's
ahead.
16.
Go
We
ahead.
have a rule. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna look at you, right? I'm gonna look at my husband. We have a rule, honey. What's the rule?
The rule in our house is, if you're on the phone, you do the dishes.
That's it.
Point blank
Nice.
simple.
Nice.
There is no
Nice.
phone.
Nice.
And
There
we
is
have
no
teenagers.
phone at the table.
We have-
What's up?
We have
there's no
teenagers.
phone.
So
This is like you said. This is family time. We're here
That's
to enjoy
right.
the meal Enjoy what God has blessed us with.
That's right.
We're gonna sit down and tell me about your day. Let's eat and let's
That's
talk.
the way it should be,
we
man.
Gotta, because you lose each other within the day and these phones. You lose
I mean,
each other.
with all the social media nonsense, I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't, crap on social media because at the end of the day, this is what the show's all about.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, let's be real about it. I'm gonna be, what's the word? I'm gonna be doing like a double standard kind of thing with what I'm gonna say because obviously I have a show.
Right.
But at the end of the day, let's be realistic about it. We have families.
Right.
We have kids.
Right.
We, in our generation, when we were younger, we didn't have all of this stuff.
No.
We had the sit downs and we had the meals and we would talk.
Right.
Nowadays, now that we have the kids, our kids are getting lost in all of that.
Yeah.
Back then, we didn't have as much cancer.
No, true, very
Yes.
true.
No, I'm gonna
Very
tie.
true.
Keep
No,
talking.
no,
'cause I'm gonna
very
tie it
true.
back to what everybody just said too.
But at the end of the day, we have to blame ourselves because we are allowing our kids to do that. Not us in the room,
Yes.
but we
Society.
in society
Yes.
of our age group
Yes.
are allowing that. And we should not do that. I understand that we go with the time and I get all of that. But there's certain things that we should keep the same status quo.
Right.
Right.
And that's one of them.
So I think that's a great segue into my next question.
Wait. 1 second. 1 second.
Okay.
It's just to tie it up. What you said, and she said, and he said, and you said, it all ties back into what I said earlier about the numbers when we came up.
Mm-hmm.
It was all family,
Mm-hmm.
and the numbers in cancer were lower.
Mm-hmm.
But the numbers why the kids are getting cancer so much went from 300,000 to 700,000 because of this.
Mira.
They're always doing this. And what is this? Radioactive.
Yeah.
A microwave, a computer,
Yeah.
a television that's always like this,
Mm-hmm.
or like this. And guess what? We're bringing back into a great success. Chiropractors are coming back, and their business is booming because the necks are always down.
That's
Oh,
right.
you should marry a chiropractor.
Yeah, look at this one.
Good idea, Jose.
Drop phone.
Good idea, Jose.
And on the last topic of the day.
So no, I just wanted to segue into the next question for Yvette and Robert. How do you prepare? You told me you have 3 beautiful daughters
And Rich, too, who's on the phone.
and Rich. How do you prepare your kids for this fight? What do you tell your kids initially? Like, yo, we're about to jump on this journey, and this is what mommy has, and this is what it's gonna be. What do you tell them? How do you prepare them for this?
My husband actually spoke to the girls. Like, I told him, I didn't know how we were going to break it down to him, but, and he's, like I said, he as you guys see, he's
think-
very good.
I think
with
one
this.
part of it is, again, from the support standpoint, is knowing that it's something that has to be dealt with head on. You can't sugarcoat it. You have to be honest. So I think one of the ways that we prepared them was with honesty, was just being flat right honest with them, letting them know that mommy's gonna have a lot of appointments coming up, something's going on, and once we figure it out, we're gonna keep it honest with you guys. We're gonna let you know what's going on. Is everything gonna be all right? Absolutely. And if it's gonna change, if anything changes, we're gonna be honest about that as well.
Yeah.
So you got to be truthful. With the kids, you can't sugarcoat it. They know there's so much more access because of social media that they have to these things to help them understand it better.
Right.
That if they feel it, they find it, they're gonna get the information and they can get it from someone else. So I'd rather them get it from us than to get it from someone else.
And
Right, right.
It's like you said, it's cancer is all out there, so
Mhm.
they know. Like even my 7-year-old, there's a TV show. I don't know. I think she watches it on Netflix, but I think it's on Disney Channel. But she watches it, and it's a high school girl. Oh no, a little girl. I don't remember what grade she's in, but she's playing the part of a cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she's in school, and she has a friend, and they had to shave their heads and wear wigs. So that also helped me
Yeah.
explain it to her as well.
Mhm.
So it's out there.
Okay.
She even asked me, she was like, Mom, are you gonna lose your hair? My husband explained to her, yeah, she's gonna lose her hair, but because of the medication, not because of what she has, right? I think it
Yeah,
was put out like
the
that.
cancer doesn't make her lose her hair. It's more
It's
of the
the
treatments
medicine.
and the
Right.
stuff that
Yeah,
she has to
so,
go
I
through
mean,
that makes her lose her hair.
It was hard to tell her, but also easy at the same time in a sense where it's out there.
Mhm.
She knows, she has an idea
She has an
of
idea, yeah.
what cancer is, you
Okay.
know?
Mhm.
So
And
All
I
right,
appreciate
Rich?
the fact that you said that it's not the cancer that does it, it's the medicine.
Right.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that's the misconstrued of medicine. People think that medicine is only going to cure you. No, medicine has its ups and downs. It goes
Yeah.
through trial periods.
Well,
They gotta know what's
everything
gonna work
has
for
a good
you.
and bad. It has a good and bad. So it's just, at the end of the day.
Right.
Rich, what about you?
I don't know, really quick kids. I have 3 daughters as well, and well, they're pretty resilient, but they have their own personalities. So my situation is a little different because I have 3 kids from 2 different ladies. So the first 2 who are a little older are 18 and 16, or 17 and 15 at the time. They were a little more, I guess, educated about it, and they were more able to cope with it. And I was pretty straightforward. Like Robert said, you just got to be out there and tell them, look, this is what it is. This is what Dad is going through, but we're going to stick together as a family, and, we're going to overcome it. My younger daughter, not so much. She was a little bit more, really scared. For kids, certain kids, they hear the C word, and they think that's the death sentence automatically.
Right.
So she was really worried, and I had to kind of even take her to someone to talk to professionally, just so that she wouldn't, carry this burden and feel like, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to be an orphan and this and that? Because, her head was spinning 160 miles an hour. But eventually, we got all through it, and with the good diagnosis afterwards, and obviously they were able to pull through and see this is something that is treatable, and with early detection and prevention, and like you said, eating right. There's a lot of things we could do holistically too that people don't really think about, but just
Yep.
proper diet, being able to exercise, and that will ward off a lot of cancers that people don't necessarily know about. So that's another key component of all of this too.
It's interesting you should say that, because after doing my procedure, I've changed the way I eat and everything.
Yeah.
I exercise twice a day, every day. And
Right.
I have a co-worker of mine named Jamie who we're going to do a holistic fair, in fact.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to have a bunch of vendors, and we speak about, the foods and what to eat and the proper dieting and the meals and the portions, because people just think that if they don't eat, they're going to lose weight. No, that's not the way it works. You got to work your metabolism, and your body reacts to the foods you take. Your excess, your intake, we have secretions and stuff that people look at me like, what is that? It's like, that's what's going on in your body, man. You gotta pay attention.
That's right.
So thank you for saying that, man, Rich, because a lot of people don't even think about, when they hear the word holistic, they're like, what?
No, it's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, Rich, thank you for the call.
Yeah,
You know
send
me?
over all the things this weekend.
Yeah, me and you, we keep in contact anyway on the regular. So,
Is he the
Sounds
cute
good.
fireman with the calendar?
I don't know.
yeah, he's the one about the calendar. I don't know about the cute thing, but he's the one about the calendar.
Well, how come I don't have a calendar yet?
Because the calendar hasn't been out yet.
Yeah. No,
Y'all
actually,
slow.
I'm an old man, so my calendar came out like almost 20 years ago.
There it is.
So
See? There it is.
I'll give you the old copy.
Yeah, but listen.
See, he's like me.
Listen,
we don't rock
you're a
the
new
six-pack,
type
we
of
rock the
hero.
mini keg.
Before
that's
you was a young
acceptable.
fireman hero, right? Now you're a new type of hero. You represent on a larger scale for many people worldwide, because not only are you a 9/11 survivor, but you're an American Cancer Society survivor, brother. So don't worry about that. You're a star in your own way of being.
That's right.
Yep,
We salute
absolutely.
you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother. Much love. I really appreciate that.
Definitely.
God bless, man.
All right, man. So we'll keep in contact during the week, bro. Y
All right, good night,
even
everybody.
hasta mañana también. Olvídate eso.
Está bien. You know me. Just give me a
Give
call.
him my calendar.
You got a
All
calendar?
right.
You got a calendar?
No, get for him to give it to you to give it to me.
Oh, but you said give him your calendar.
No.
I thought she had a calendar.
Give,
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
him.
In other
him,
words, that's
give
code,
Eric
like, give him my number.
You know what I'm saying?
Give him, Eric, how much
right.
ways I gotta say it?
No, Rich, the number is 718-555-1234.
Didn't you know she was like, is that the cute fireman?
I
Like,
just wanted to know. I want the calendar.
Okay.
I don't
you-
want the
you-
fireman. I want the calendar.
Okay. I'll get you one personally autographed. How about that?
Yes.
Look at that.
oh, just for that, you
Ay,
gotta
que
be a
chuchi, mírala,
viral.
mírala.
You gotta be a viral now.
All right, Rich, I'll keep in contact with you, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right. Good night.
Good night. All right, so that was Rich. Yvette, thank you for stopping by. Mr. You already know.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us,
for
man.
stopping by. Robert, thank you for bringing her.
Thank you guys for having me.
You know,
Appreciate you.
always know that you guys are always welcome. I know I don't have to tell it to you because, you know what I mean? Like, you already know the door's always open for you here.
But I want to say something to Yvette and Rob. Continue to be that symbol,
And a support.
because exactly, you took the words right out of my mouth. You are a symbol of support, and what it is. Put it like this: you're the face of the new era, and you are the stand-up guy that men should look up to.
That's right.
Thank you.
Because we have this machista, you know, and it takes time for us to break away from cultural norms. But the more we change, the more we see things are the same. Because had it been the shoe on the other foot, you know, she would have been there for you 110%.
Yep.
So
That's right.
this is something educational for me personally, because it makes me a better husband for my wife, because you know I learn more every day, and if I learn something more today than I did yesterday, it wasn't a day wasted of life. So today I was happy to wake up, but I'm more even happy to go home with my wife and go to bed, because I know that there is another couple out there that love each other just as much as I love my wife. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
That's my life lesson for today, and thank you. for
Thank
showing
you.
me.
Yeah, that goes to me
Thank you
too.
so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
And big shout out to Teresa, Mrs. You already know.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is that Mrs. with the period or Mrs. without?
One word, right?
And if he don't treat you right, we'll bring him to the Bronx and jump him on the Joker stairs.
I gotta mess with him just that way. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the video debut of the legendary freestyle singer Cynthia, which she never had the video to this song, and it's now available, and you're gonna see it here on El Show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla. The video debut of Change on Me.
Awesome.
When we met, it all happened so fast. You said you loved me and that it will last.
we're back. Hold on. There we go.
Un poco de feedback.
No. That,
Trying to hold it.
no. No. We're
What are you
good.
doing to it?
I don't know. Lo estaba acariciando. No sé. He was.
He's having a moment with the mic.
He was. Luckily, it wasn't.
Pause.
Luckily, it wasn't on the. We didn't air it
Michelle.
because he was like.
Michelle.
He was like caressing it.
Yeah, he was like.
Whoa, tampoco así. I was trying to defend
There it is.
I was trying.
Oh my God. Okay, so real quickly, just want to have you guys say your last and final thoughts to the people watching the show, to the youth. What message would you like to give out?
I have a simple message. Simple.
Go ahead.
Especially for the people that are going through what I'm going through or have family going through what I'm going through. Check your melons, people. Please check your melons.
There it is.
That's my message.
Robert?
Yeah, just piggybacking off of my wife is just, really just make yourself aware. Don't be afraid to go to the doctors and get yourself checked, whatever it is,
Okay.
An ounce of prevention is more than a pound of cure, man. Like, seriously.
Okay. Jose?
In regards to substance use, if you have an issue, don't be afraid to seek help. There's treatment centers everywhere. In regards to cancer, please, don't be afraid to open up. Help is available everywhere. All you have to do is take the first step. In regards to homelessness, there are resources out there. New York City, housing.org, as well as NYCHA is working with a new program. Contact me on Facebook and all. We could speak more about that. I just learned about this information yesterday as I was in Dumbo. A person that's on SSI is now living in a home where there's affordable homes in these new buildings that are coming up. A lot of things coming up, information. That's why I love this show. It allows us to give and provide resources to everybody worldwide, especially here in New York. And last but not least, you have a family member, hold them, tell them you love them.
That's right.
And put the phones down.
Yep.
Always put those phones down.
Oh, you're going to watch this.
Mo?
To add on to what Jose was saying about the homelessness, I actually do the social media for nonprofit FCPA. They're based out of Connecticut. What they do is actually they have a coat drive going on today. I slept on that. What they do is they deal with homelessness and domestic violence. And what they do is if they have a warehouse. Oh my God, this warehouse is so big. They take donations and they give. So if you're homeless and you just found somewhere to live, you can literally go shopping. And I'm using the term shopping loosely because no money, no nothing is involved. You go, you pick out all your furniture, your clothing, whatever you need, and it's just yours. I've donated. A lot of my friends have donated. I've donated furniture, clothes. We did a huge prom dress drive. Our goal was 100 dresses. We came back with 300. Wow. Look through my pages and you'll see all the footage from back in June. But as for the homeless, if you need somewhere, if you need food, if you need clothing, FCPA got you. If you're domestic violence, they will actually go with you to get order of protection. They will go with you if you feel scared, if you're just placed in a new home, right, and you feel like whoever your attacker was or whatever, they will patrol and they will sit in front of your house until you're safe. Okay. They will take you to the hospital, to the police department, wherever you need to go. Mm-hmm. This is an amazing organization.
Nice.
That I've been doing social media work for.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, and on my behalf, as always, thank you for watching the show. We hope to see you here next week. And as always, God bless you. As Jose said, hold your loved one, tell them that you love them. All right? And again, Dios me lo bendiga. Nos vemos la próxima semana. Amen. Ciao. And thank you for all that came.
And that's all, folks.